In this video, we will show you how to replace your headlamp assemblies on this Honda Civic. They will be mounted directly to the front of your vehicle. The process will be the same for either. Let's get into it. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. The first thing you want to do is have the hood in the upright position. Once you've done that, we're going to be removing this trim panel. To remove the trim panel, you'll find that you have two plastic push clips. To remove each of the push clips, come right in the center and remove the center from the outer portion. It should just lift up a little bit. That would make it in the unlocked position. To do that, you can use a trim tool or flat blade screwdriver. With it in the unlocked position, you can make your way underneath the outer portion and lift that up as well. Give it a quick inspection, make sure it is still reusable, and do the same to the other side. At this point, this is almost free to remove. Along each side, you're going to find that you have another push clip that holds this panel in. We only need to remove the lower push clip on each one of these side panels. Now we'll do the same on the other side of the vehicle. At this point, you can carefully lift up on this. We're going to slide the front out from behind this area. And now we can bring it out and around this and remove this from the vehicle. Now with that out of the way, we have a nice clear view of our upper mounting screws. For this, you'll find that you need to use a 5mm Allen head socket. We'll put this right in place and turn these counterclockwise to remove them. Now that we have that loose, we can remove the mounting hardware, give it a quick inspection. Once I have it out, I always like to put it back in just a couple threads. We'll do the same to the other side of the vehicle. Now that we've done this, let's safely make our way underneath the front of the vehicle. Now let's make our way underneath the bumper. In this area, along each corner, you're going to find that you have two push clips. Ours is missing one right here. We don't have to worry about that one, but you do want to remove this one. To do this, you can use a small screwdriver or a trim tool. We'll just get underneath the center to unlock it and then remove the outer portion as well. Now we can continue following this. We'll remove this push clip right here. Continue over. And then over in the corner, we're going to remove that same push clip. Once again, this side looks like it's missing the one that should still stay in there. While we are underneath the bumper cover, if you have fog lamp assemblies, grab onto this area and pull it out of your way. Then you can reach up inside the bumper cover and you should be able to disconnect the wiring harness. Ours has assemblies, but I don't feel any wiring harness up here. I'll double check the other side. Once they're both disconnected, you can move along. Now we can make our way back out from underneath the vehicle, and we'll remove those 2 screws that we had started in by hand. Now we can remove this from the vehicle. Now with the bumper cover out of the way, we're going to remove this bracket so we can continue gaining access to our headlamp assembly. Now for this bracket, you'll find that you have 3 10mm headed bolts holding it in place, 2 on the inboard side and 1 on the outboard side. The first screw we'll go for is down on the bottom here. It aims straight up. The next one's going straight rearward. Now we can make our way out to this one, making sure that we're holding onto the bracket so it does not fall and potentially get damaged or hurt us. Take hold of the bracket and remove that from the vehicle. We'll give this a quick inspection and set it aside. Now let's make our way up to the top. We're going to remove 2 more 10mm headed mounting bolts. One out in the open. The other one's located in this oval hole. Now we can remove the headlamp assembly from the body of the vehicle. Keep in mind there is still wiring attached. Let's continue on by taking hold of the bulb and the wiring. Turn that counterclockwise to remove it from the headlamp assembly. Every time you remove one of these bulbs, just give it a quick inspection. Make sure it doesn't look worn, damaged, and you want to make sure it is reusable. There it is, friends. All right, let's get ready to install our brand new headlamp assembly. Let's have a quick look at the back side. Along the back, you'll find that you have 2 alignment points. One right up along here. You can use a Phillips head screwdriver down through the slot or a 10mm. In this area, you also have another area that you can make your way up with a Phillips head screwdriver or once again, 10mm. Now with that said, let's continue on with installing our bulbs. We'll put this in place, turn it clockwise to lock it in the proper position. Double check to make sure each of them are tight as you continue. Now on this headlamp assembly, you have an area that you can put the wiring directly into the bottom. We'll take that and press it right in. Once you feel as though you have it in the proper position, we'll continue on with our mounting bolts. It's always a good idea to start each one of these in before you snug any of them. Now we can start in each of our 3 mounting bolts for the headlamp assembly to the bracket. It's always a good idea to start each of them in before you tighten any of them. Now we can prepare to install the bumper cover to the vehicle. Before I lift it up towards here, I wanted to point a couple of things out. On the bumper cover itself, you have this area that comes along each side, where the headlamp would be located. Looking underneath the headlamp itself, you have a metal bracket. On that metal bracket, it has several tabs. We'll be paying attention to that on both sides of the vehicle. Now towards the center here, you have this mounting hole. And looking at the body of the vehicle, you remember that we had removed those two Allen head mounting bolts. So you want to make sure we have those lined up. Now as we lift this up, let's pay close attention, making sure that we do not damage the paint on our vehicle. Once you have it loosely in place, we'll continue on with our mounting bolt on this side. We'll do the same on the other side of the bumper cover, and then we can realign everything as needed. Along each one of the wheel wells, you want to make sure that you have the wheel well pressed in and behind the bumper. Now we can bring this up and align it with the fender and press it into the proper position. Install your mounting screw. Now we can do the exact same thing on the other side of the vehicle. Now we can make our way underneath the front bumper cover. Reinstall all of your push clips. You just want to press that right on through and lock it in with the center, just like always. Now let's make our way out from under there. Back up along the top, we'll make sure that we tighten each one of our 5mm Allen head mounting bolts. Let's finish up with our final trim piece here. We'll take this and slide it over the hood release handle. Along the front of this trim piece, you're going to see you have an area that needs to go underneath this area of the grille. We'll just line this up and start pressing it down into position. Now we can align our side trim panel. Okay, friend, we've got the car back together. At this point, close the hood, take your vehicle for a road test, Make sure you don't hear any funny noises. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.